This is Faith Bernard, and I'm sitting here in my home in beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and we are having monsoon weather, so it's a little bit challenging getting good videos with the up and down internet type of situation, but hey, we're going to give it our best shot. Wanted to do a short video on how to safely and quickly expand your network of positive entrepreneurs on Facebook, especially if you're an online marketer, internet marketer, network marketer, or all the combination of all three. This is going to be great stuff for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share, and let me just tell you quickly a little bit background information. A friend of mine, Carol Witt, is a social media consultant, and she and her friend Gary introduced me to a company called IQ Life. It's going to be a new social platform that's launching. Don't have a date yet. Actually, that's to our advantage, because for people that are first inviters, there's some extra bonuses that we're paid before the platform launches and goes public. So that's actually a very positive thing, and hopefully it's delayed for me. I'd be happy to see it delayed until August sometime or even September, but it may not. It may be launching sometime in July, and we just don't have a firm date because they're not letting us know, probably because they just want people to be in the present and do what's needed now. And the fact that they're paying us this extra 25% and 50% matching bonus, but that's only good for first inviters, and that's prior to the launch of the platform. The reason I got involved is I saw it as a great way to network with other positive entrepreneurs, and we'll just naturally, through building relationships, be able to share and have people see our primary companies that we're working with. So it's just another way to get yourself out there and to really quickly build up your network. She shared a simple, fun strategy that I'm going to show you today, and there's other strategies. So this is not the only one, and this is not the only group to do this strategy in. However, it's a good place to start, good place to get used to the concept and the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share, and let me find it here real quick. I think this is it. And let's see if it is. All right, this is perfect. Let me get over to that page, and I'm going to scroll up because I want you to see the name of the group. You'll notice you have a search bar on any page on Facebook. You're going to type in The Friend Network, and you go right over here. Well, actually, you'll just ask to join the group, and you're going to have to be approved by one of the administrators, specifically Carol Witt, because she's the one that invited me to this group, and as I invite people into this group, she'll approve them, but she does it on the basis that you've made the decision to be a first inviter and join IQ Life for the $9.95 a month. And again, so if you're willing to step out before the platform's launched and have the benefit of the extra bonuses, you also get a chance to network inside this group, and there'll be other groups that we'll introduce you to. Again, this is just one method for growing your network on Facebook, but it is one that I've not done before, so I thought it was worth going over here. So let's look. Jen is actually the main administrator of the group, and right here, it's pretty close to the top. You always see it within the first 2 to 3 posts on this page. Jen has here, suggest all people below 5 friends. Add yourself also, meaning add yourself to the thread. The thread is a conversation thread. And then suggest 5 friends each, and then like their comment, what they said, and that confirms they know the rules of the game. So they know when you like what they had to say on the thread that you in turn have suggested 5 friends to them. So I'm going to go to the bottom of this thread. Hopefully I can get to it quickly. There's about 600 plus comments here. So this is going to take a little bit of scrolling, see if I can get to it quickly. Almost there. Well, look, I'm going to show you Gary Homburg, who actually was the person that introduced me. Well, where did he go? He just disappeared. I'm sure it's going to show up again. He's been really active on this page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my mouse over Gary Homburg's name. We're already friends on Facebook, so look, I see we're friends, and I can just put my mouse over that. You don't have to click. You just put your mouse over it, and you get a drop down, and you can suggest friends. So when you click that, it brings up another window, and it has my friends on there. and I can suggest friends to him. Now, I've already done that with Gary on several occasions, but what I would do is what you want to do is you want to identify or target or identify 10 people in this list right here. This is a thread right below where Jen posted, and you want to identify 10 people you'd like to reach out to. So first you're going to make a comment, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I just wanted to show you that this is how you suggest friends, and the idea is to suggest 5 to 10 friends per person. You can start out with 5, but if you want to do 10, that's okay too. It just makes everything happen that much faster. So let me close that for a moment because I want to get to the bottom of the list here and get to it. It's a long thread. Okay, I think I got to it. I didn't even have the whole thing open, and this is running a little bit slow, so I apologize for that. Well, okay, so it's jumping around. So what you would do, okay, here I am. So you would create a statement here when you first come into the group. Once you're approved by Carol, you'd come into this thread and say, excited to be part of this group. If you're not already my friend, then friend me and we can share friends. Pretty straightforward, right? So once you do that, they know that you are available to friend, and then what you want to do is take a pad and paper or type it on a notepad on your computer. You want to identify 10 of these individuals. And in doing so, like this gentleman right here just connected with me, and he invited me into one of his groups to post my opportunity. There's really a process to this where as you start making new connections, you invite people to post their opportunity inside of a group. If you don't already have a group that you've created for other networkers to post their opportunities, then you can use Carol's group to do that. And we did send an email out with the specifics on that strategy. But really, again, you post your comment here, you identify 10 people, and easy to check people out, just put the mouse over their name, it's hyperlinked, and it tells you a little bit about them. It says here, Johnson Carl is Senior Sales Representative at State Industrial Products. He has 5 followers, and we just have a couple of friends in common. And I can tell he's actually already involved with IQ Live, because if he knows Carol, he's probably involved already. But that being said, really nice guy, and once we're friends, then I can suggest 5 or 10 friends to him, and then in turn we reciprocate back and forth. So your goal is to do this initially with 10 people. Here's Shannon here. You do the same thing with her. And then again, you'll share 5 or 10 friends with them. Let's say you did 5 friends. So you identified 10 people. They all friended you, okay? So they all friend you. And then you suggest with each of them, once they friend you, you suggest to them 5 of your friends. Okay, so these are just friend suggestions. So that would be 50 friend suggestions with other networkers, positive, uplifting networkers. In turn, you're going to have 10 people suggest 5 friends to you, and that would be 50 new suggestions for people to be your friend. Now, if you do 10, and that just increases the numbers. So in other words, if you target 10, ask them to friend you, and by the way, when you're commenting here, and it's a little sluggish here, I'm having a hard time scrolling, but what you can do is you identify the 10 people, let's say, and you identify them by writing a comment here and typing in their names. So you might want to, everyone you identify as someone you want to connect with, go ahead and maybe type them up on an email, and then you can refer back to their names and type them in here in this comments area. And then they know when they check back, and these people are checking back a couple times a day to see who's, what kind of activity is going on. Some are checking more frequently than others, just depends. But hypothetically here, you identify 10 people, they respond and friend you back. Then in turn, you suggest 5 to 10 friends to each of one of them. Let's say you do 10, we'll make the numbers easy. So that would be 100, because now they're going to go ahead and suggest 10 friends to you, and that's 100 friend suggestions back to you. Now, one of the challenges I'm personally having right now is I have because I have over 4,000 friends, Facebook's not making it easy for people to suggest friends to me since I have so many. So I'm going to need to go through and delete people I really don't know or I really don't have a lot of interaction with on Facebook, and that won't be hard to do. But it's not a bad idea that you just sort of go through your friends maybe monthly or weekly and just, you know, if there's people that aren't active on Facebook or you're just not really connected or the energies, you know, you just don't have the connection with them for whatever reason, then I would go ahead and I like this one. Who's adding people? Add me first. So again, you get the strategy here. Now, what could be a potential downside is that there's already a handful of people here networking IQ Live, but that's okay because you probably have a primary company that you're promoting and you're really just wanting to build up a network of other positive entrepreneurs, and in turn, whether it's IQ Live or your other, you know, your primary company that you're promoting, or anything else for that matter, there could be a good match with some of those people. Remember, not everyone is going to respond immediately. Some things may happen right away, some connections may take a few months, some even a year or two, you just don't know. But this is a way you can start building up your network very quickly and then just periodically go through it and purge those that are not active on Facebook, they're not reciprocal. You know, you can just go ahead and delete those and make room for new people that are much more engaging. So that's really the whole strategy there. I think eventually we'll want to start our own group, and I will come up with a way to promote that so that we can all, those of us that have been working together for a while now, we can all promote together and build up that group and really bring in new blood and not be, you know, maybe stepping over each other around IQ Live per se, but I think being in this group is going to be very positive for you, especially if you are promoting other opportunities. But remember, build the relationship first. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take it off screen share here. I just have to get back to Google Hangout since I was on that page. So let me go ahead and take that off. And so the key is to build the relationships first. Build authentic connections and really, you know, care about other people more than your own personal agenda. It will naturally happen. You know, I know there's a bit of a timing thing with IQ Live, especially for those that want to be first inviters and have, you know, earn the extra bonuses because we're the ones that are the visionaries and getting in there right away and sharing this platform. And, you know, just so you know, if you're new to IQ Live and this new platform that will be introduced, there's already over 100,000 people that have signed up, but not just for free. That's 100,000 people have signed up for $9.95. You know, you'll see a lot of pre-launches, and even sometimes you'll see 1 million people sign up for something. Not too often, but let's just say you see 100,000 people sign up for something, but it's free, and what's your conversion rate? You're looking, if you're lucky, you're looking at 25%. When you have 100,000 plus who have already committed to $9.95 a month, that tells you that people are ready, that there is a timing opportunity, an awareness. Ralph Nader just came out recently because of what happened on Facebook with them using our content in doing psychology games on us. You know, if, you know, posting negative comments in the news feed to see if we respond in a negative way, and posting positive and see if we respond in a positive way. And Ralph actually came out and said that we should request to have Facebook pay us for our content, our contacts, our data, our pictures, and on an ongoing basis. That, like, I mean, you know, who do you hear in the mainstream that even says something like that? I think he's been definitely seeing that there's a trend here of people wanting to participate fully in different platforms that are available out there when we're making it valuable with our contributions. So I don't want to belabor that point. I wanted to just show you that quick strategy. I have lots of more videos I'm going to be working on here, so stay tuned, and we'll catch you on the next video.